clearly makes a convincing police officer, having shot to fame as Sergeant Danny Waldron in Line of Duty, as well as starring in ITV's Des, and most recently PC Moody in the new drama Maryland, which everyone's talking about.
And now he's back as DI John Major in the return of the hit comedy series Code 404. Now, before we chat to him, let's take a look at Daniel in action. Daniel,
We've just said it's another policeman, isn't it?
It's another policeman.
There's something in the water. I don't know what's going on.
Do you know what's weird, though, right? Looking at you here, you don't look like a policeman. Anytime I see you on screen, I go, yeah, of course he's a policeman. You're a friendlier-looking, approachable face.
Yeah, there aren't any friendly policemen, are there?
Well, there are, but just in the ones you play.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you trying to say he's got a kinder face in real life?
He's just got a kind face.
Yes,
That's great.
You have got a
Can I
kind
come back
face.
every week?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Hugely successful, Code 404. You must have known that you were onto something special when you were filming this. Did you expect that level of success?
You kind of like... The expectation of any show you go into, you kind of have to go into it with the best intentions. You never really know how something's going to land, but obviously with something like Code 404, as soon as I read the pilot script, brilliantly written by Daniel Peake, I remember reading it the first time and every page was a kind of laugh-out-loud moment. And my wife called out to me, so you're going to do it then? And it was a complete no-brainer. And then when you get actors of the calibre of Stephen Graham and Anna Maxwell Martin and Rosie Cavaliero, you know, everything about it, all the components fell into place, and it's an absolute scream to perform in. And it's this is obviously our third season now, and I think it's our most assured run yet, you know, because we know the characters inside and out. Everyone gets on like a house on fire. And, yeah, it's a brilliant, spectacular third season.
I guess with something quite quirky, because the storyline's quite quirky. It takes a while, I guess, for the audience to kind of get in, be on board for you.
Yeah,
as well,
I mean, sometimes it can take to season 3 for an audience to really get on board with it, because it's a kind of a left field kind of scenario, the synopsis, because he's the best cop in the unit, but he gets killed at the beginning, and he comes back and he's part man, part AI, because he's got the best arrest record in the unit, but all the wiring's wrong. So he's kicking down the wrong doors and arresting the wrong people. But, like, this time around, like, each season, there's always something wrong with his AI. And this time around, he's got spyware lodged in his head. And the whole narrative this time is they're on the hunt for a really gruesome serial killer. And that's the main narrative, and it actually really contributes to making it a great sort of edgier season. You know, there's a great thriller aspect to it. So the spyware brings all the comedy in it. There's great action sequences. And I think when you get good actors that can do both drama and comedy, which this show has, the moments of pathos and drama that you need with all the relationships going on, that really lands as well. So for my money, I think Code 404 is a show that really punches above its weight. God, I've sold that, haven't I?
Yeah, very good, very, very
Anyone
good.
would think he used to practice in his bedroom.
Do you know, it's lovely to see Stephen Graham in a comedy role.
Yeah.
He always plays so many serious roles, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, both of us, I guess you could probably say that we're associated more with drama. But when I was approached about it, and I said, like, who have you got thinking for Roy Carver, the other copper? And they went, no one as it stands at the moment. And Steve's a good friend of mine. We'd worked together years ago, and we were always so busy, and we couldn't really find the right project. And then this sort of fell in our lap. And I said to the exec producers, I said, what about Stephen Graham? And then they fell off the floor, and they were like, well, if you can get him. And I sent him the script, and he just loved it. So we have an absolute ball together, and we corpse all the time. We don't stop laughing with one another. And but it's great. It's a classic sort of straight man, funny man routine. You know, he sort of plays it so deadpan, Steve, which I guess just elevates and gives me, you know, carte blanche to sort of really be as sort of out there with a comedy as much as possible. There's a great sort of physicality and slapstick element to it as well.
Is it hard to get through scenes sometimes, because he is your mate?
Yeah. I mean, there are scenes in it this time around this season where, I mean, it's not just Stephen and I, it's all of the crew and, you know, because a lot of the crew are the same people from season 1, and Al Campbell, our brilliant director, I've got to shout out to Al because his work on it is just tremendous. So, yeah, we do struggle to get through some of the scenes. But I think sometimes when you can get a sense when you're watching something if the characters and the actors are really, if the actors are really enjoying it, you know, that sort of spark kind of, you know, it comes off the screen, it leaps off the screen.
Line of Duty, and particularly I think the series you're in, it was It was such a huge moment for the series, wasn't it? I think it's when it really caught. If it was for me, when it really caught fire.
No, it was a massive turning point in my career as well. It was, I think, on paper, as soon as I read that character, I was like, it was an absolute gift. It was one of those roles that I had to go in and really nail the audition and try and get it. And thankfully, it came my way. It was an amazing thing to be part of.
And you're also involved in a very powerful short film, Maryland. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Yeah,
Maryland is it's a one-off drama for BBC, which, I mean, listen, all hail the Lionesses who played brilliantly against Spain the other night. But Maryland aired exactly the same time, so my fear is that not as many people has watched Maryland as they should, because it's written by the brilliant Lucy Kirkwood, and it holds the mirror up to male rage and sexual violence against women. It's a really controversial but vital subject, and it was written in the wake of the killings of Sabina Nessa and Sarah Everard. So it's described as a howl of rage, you know, but it's much more than that. It's a plea to both men and women. You know, teenagers should watch this. It should be part of the national curriculum because it shines a light on the inner sort of fears and anxieties that all women have, you know, and in the wrong place at the wrong time, and their sort of day-to-day existence. So it was a really issue-led drama, and, you know, we can joke about me playing lots of coppers, but...
What was the police officer again?
Yeah,
is that purely by chance?
Something like Maryland, any worries or fears I had about playing another policeman, you know, the issues behind it and the message that it had was... it was just a real honour and privilege to be part of that, and it's. I really urge everyone to go on iPlayer and watch it, and it's still it's going to be on there for like a year, so you've got no excuse. It's literally half an hour long, but it certainly packs an amazing emotional and it's a punch.
Young adults, young men.
Yeah, totally. Particularly young men. You know, it's not just for women. It's great drama, serious drama is always there to entertain us, isn't it? But if you can enlighten someone's mind and bring that message home to someone, I think all power to that, and Maryland certainly does that.
Well, Daniel Mays, you can certainly do it all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Lovely to be on here and meet you both.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Great stuff. And that jacket, mine.
Oh, OK, yeah.
Thanks very much.
It is new.
I like it.
Thank you.